Today is kind of a special edition of Pizza Reviews. Pizza Reviews! This is a pizza that I have discovered is good. And today, I'm a little wound up for multiple reasons, so this seems like the perfect time to have something I actually know I'll enjoy, and I can tell you guys the best way to cook it, because this one's a little bit weird, okay? I haven't even said what it is yet, because I'm so excited. It is Amy's Pizza, and it's margherita, which I've said in my previous videos, that is my favorite kind of pizza, is margherita. Wow, I don't even know how to introduce this, because usually I introduce them without knowing anything about them. Let's just say we love Amy, okay? Amy's pretty cool. This is not dairy-free or anything, obviously. It has mozzarella all over it. Here, I'll show you the box. It's just made with organic tomatoes and basil, and it's a thin crust. Don't think they have any other types of crust, which sucks, but also what sucks about this pizza is how tiny it is. I said that in one of my previous videos. Like, the box is kind of small, don't get me wrong, but you still don't expect the pizza to be that tiny when it comes out. And even surprisingly with this box, it is bigger than the pizza. That's crazy. Come on, guys. At least make the box as big as the pizza is so that people know what they're getting. But whatever. That's me trying to find a complaint about this pizza, because I've never really psychoanalyzed this pizza before. I just tried it and liked it. So we'll see what I can say about it while actually thinking instead of just eating. Put this aside. One crazy thing about this pizza is it says preheat oven to 450. That's pretty high for cooking a pizza. So it also calls for a pretty quick bake, which is 9 to 10 minutes. There is one thing that happens with this pizza that I wouldn't say I've had happen with any other pizzas that I've cooked at home. What happens is a pool of probably cheese oil, because there's a lot of cheese. A pool of it forms in the center of the pizza, and you could cook it longer to try to cook that off, which is what I've done in the past, but that just ends up burning the crust, which is no fun. You guys know I love the crust of pizza, so I never want to burn it. So you kind of just have to deal with the liquid. My solution for the oven process is to put something underneath my pizza pan. So there's a cake pan I have here, and then it's gonna go underneath this, on the rack underneath it, if that makes sense. Just in case any liquid were to be dripping, you don't want it to drip into your oven, especially if you have fire alarms that love to go off every time you cook food. Don't you love that? Yeah, I love it so much that I ripped it off my wall and took the battery out. Look at this pizza. It's gorgeous. Can you see it? Can you see it? When I first saw this pizza, I was kind of scared at how much herbage that they threw all over it. It looks like a lot, doesn't it? It almost looks like spinach or something, but that's not what a margherita pizza calls for. But I won't talk about that until after, when I'm taste testing it. Okay, the oven is really hot right now, so I'm gonna put this in the oven and stop talking. Here we go. Okay, ouch, ouch, ouch. I just do 1 extra minute, not an extra minute longer. We will see you when it is done. So, I'm gonna take it out. I don't know if you can see all of that liquid. I obviously can't turn it. I mean, it is a gorgeous pizza, but this pool of liquid, my God, it can be a problem. So what you have to do is let it sit. See how much liquid is there? You have to let it sit for like a couple minutes at least, and then inevitably when you cut it, it is very wet. So you have to have like paper towels underneath where you're cutting the pizza. But what I'm pretty sure it is just a bunch of tomato liquid, which is honestly gorgeous to me. Like, give me some good tomato liquids. Very impatient for this one. The reason why it pools in the center is definitely because the crust rises, and then all the liquid has to go is just down into the center more. So it's all in the center. Once you cut it, it's not like the liquid stays on top. It just kind of goes where you cut it, so it kind of sucks, kind of messy, but otherwise I think this pizza is worth it, and I will tell you guys why. 2 minutes definitely isn't enough, but I can't wait any longer. It is also one that I will leave in just 4 quadrants because it's pretty hard to cut, and I hate losing all of that beautiful tomatoey goodness in the center. Beautiful. Annie's gorgeousness. I'm gonna pull a slice out for y'all. It is so beautiful. No, yes, yes, no. Okay, let us try it. Oh, I've been like super rushing to eat this pizza because I'm so hungry. I'm so excited. A little bit of a closer angle today. Sorry if that bothers you. I didn't feel like setting up my tripod, and honestly I think this might be a better angle. Let me know what you think. It's beautiful pizza. So since it was so wet on the ends, and when I cut it, the liquid just poured through onto the crust underneath, it did become a little soggy just on the tip here, but the rest is still dry, so that's good. Let's try it. Okay, this is one of the best pizzas I think I've ever had. It's like even better than a lot of restaurant pizzas that I've ever had. It could be all of the herbs that they use. I'm not sure if it's garlicky. I don't think it's garlicky, but it's so beautifully herbaceous. It's so beautifully tomatoey, and there's enough cheese that it balances it. Otherwise, you know, it might be too tomatoey or too herby. But the cheese super balances it, even though it comes in such tiny little balls around the pizza. It really is enough, and the crust is amazing. It actually might be a hint of garlic in there. It is so good, you guys. One of the best margherita pizzas I have ever had. Even the crust, like, as long as you don't burn it and leave it in the pizza too long. What did I just say? As long as you don't leave it in the oven too long, it's good. Because the first few times I got this pizza, I was like, oh my gosh, I must need to cook it a lot longer because of all the liquid in the center. I don't know why I thought that. I guess maybe I thought the pizza was still raw or something, because wetness usually means rawness, but no, it's just all the juices coming out of the tomatoes from the tomato on the pizza. Once I realized, okay, I don't need to cook it longer than it says to cook it. Seriously, you're putting it in at 450 degrees, that's a lot. So as long as you don't overcook it, the crust is a perfect consistency of chewy and crispy. What's amazing too is when you get a crust bite with some of the sauce and the herbs, oh my gosh, and some of the cheese, the best ever. Because I've never had anything like this, I do not have anything to compare it to. It isn't like anything at Domino's. It isn't like anything at Pizza Hut. One of the best pizzas I've ever had. The only way I can compare it to something is by comparing it to one of my other favorite pizzas in the world, which is Papa Murphy's. If you don't know what Papa Murphy's is, it's a pizza chain that makes you pizzas, but they don't cook the pizza. You have to go pick it up and you have to make it in your own oven. Best thing about them is they accept food stamps. So, loophole for having amazing pizza. If you have food stamps and you never get to like spoil yourself, go to Papa Murphy's like once, try it. There's this one pizza that my mom always got as a kid, and it's called the Italian Special or something like that. The Italian. If you say the Italian, they should know what you mean. It's like not really on their menu. It's kind of like a weird hidden item. At least where I live, it wasn't on the menu. Anyway, it's a pretty big pizza. It has a lot of toppings on it compared to this, which is just literally cheese and tomatoes. That pizza has like 7 toppings on it, and I never thought I would like mushrooms on a pizza, and I do. That one has mushrooms on it. It's amazing. Anyway, that's the only way I could compare this, is to something that I also really love, but it doesn't taste like it. It's just as good, and this doesn't have a bunch of meat all over it, so I'm not gonna get like sick or groggy the next day, although there is a lot of cheese, and since this pizza is so good, I end up eating the whole thing sometimes. But you saw it, it's a tiny pizza, okay? You probably wouldn't expect, and I honestly didn't expect Amy's to have a good pizza at all. But my ex-best friend like made me get some when we were at the store so we could eat when we got home. And one of them was these, and I absolutely loved this pizza. And she didn't like it, so I was like, okay, can I have the whole thing? And then ever since, I'm like, Annie's, I love you, Annie's. Oh, wait, Amy's. Amy's is for pizza, Annie's is for cracker. Dude, if Annie's comes out with a pizza, that would be insane. I will definitely try it if they ever do. I don't think they have yet though. Let me know if they have. Annie's is coming out with a lot of stuff lately. They had these breakfast bars. They were peanut butter and they're like Rice Krispies, but they had peanut butter. So good. And then I couldn't find them at any store anymore. Like once I realized, oh, I'm gonna buy these consistently on my grocery list every like couple weeks, you know, then they were always sold out when I tried to go get them at every store. It was so sad. So I haven't had them since. I'll have to try to find them again because I love those. Anyway, I'm totally gonna eat the rest of this pizza probably. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys for watching my videos. Give it a like if you did enjoy it, and if you want to see more from me, and definitely subscribe because I'll be here. I also just chopped most of my hair off. I know you can't probably tell, but my hair was so thick that I thinned it out with thinning shears, and it's a lot thinner now. And I also re-dyed it, if you can't tell. But I did make a video about it. I don't know when that will be coming out because I'm going to be consistent about my food videos, but I'll be posting random videos here and there. So just look out for those. I'm chopping my hair in the video and then I'm showing you guys dyeing it. So it's gonna be kind of a long video. I also explain why I decided to chop a lot of my hair off. Whatever you're doing, have a good day, good night, good evening. Bye guys.
Talk about looks, what's under the hood. Oh my, can't believe none, they all lie. On the wrong side, come to my side. I'm all by mine, don't waste my time. I'm too good for that, oh yeah. Won't call it back, oh yeah. I'm falling back, oh yeah.
Okay guys, today, hold on.